And right now, we have amazing progress to report to you tonight. Power has been returning to people by the thousands in just the past few hours. Hello, everybody, and thanks for joining us on the WHAS 11 night team. I'm Doug Proffitt. We woke up this morning to more than 30,000 LG&E customers in just Louisville alone, still without power from the devastating Memorial Weekend storms. Right now, that number stands at 5,100. That's right, 5,100 customers left without power. Here's the latest outage map, taking a look live from LG&E. No more red on this map. Those yellow areas, Anchorage, J-Town, and Fern Creek, they are experiencing the most outages at the moment, but you're seeing a lot more green and a lot more blue showing up. That's good news. WHAS 11 night team's Taylor Woods and photojournalist Elijah McKenzie caught up with some homeowners as the lights came back on.
I'm so excited.
Krista Sprouse and other Fern Creek homeowners are happy their power is back on after being without for nearly 3 days.
We've been walking up here every day since Sunday afternoon, which seems like an eternity, checking and watching and seeing them repair the power lines.
The storm brought out the true meaning of love thy neighbor. Sprouse's neighbors who had power allowed her to connect to their electricity.
And they're very kind. They just let us run a power cord over and we plug our fridge in and we plug our phones in.
Just 5 minutes away, Megan Hall was visiting her parents. She spent most of her time bonding with family in the dark.
A lot of flashlights. Flashlights and cell phones.
Hall's family relied on a generator. It's a necessity they depended on since her mother is getting treatments.
There was only one left. So we were thankful for the one.
That one generator allowed her family to be more comfortable.
We try to turn it into a good experience, pretend like we're camping, open up the windows, have a little family time, do some puzzles.
Riss Hall was nervous during Sunday's powerful storm, and having no electricity was stressful.
Nobody likes living in the dark. And as they say, dark is evil. And not having power is evil.
Hall is thankful.
But it was just one of those things that you hope you don't have to go through again, and be fortunate enough that the roof stayed intact.
Not only does he have air conditioning once again, but his home didn't get much damage. In Louisville, Taylor Woods, WHAS 11 night team on your side.
Well, we found local businesses today also doing what they can to help people still without power. The Myriad Hotel on Bardstown Road is offering a few dozen rooms for $70 a night, about half their usual rate. When we talked to them earlier today, 27 of the rooms were already booked. The hotel bartender, Ashley Kesting, is staying in one of them.
So I got to spend my Memorial Day out by the pool, having a great day, not worrying about what's going on at my home and my power. And then also, another good night's rest and a hot shower this morning before I had to hop behind the bar.
Good community spirit there. Sales Director Sarah Harris says they're keeping an eye on the number of outages at the moment, but they do plan to offer the deal for at least 10 more rooms. Louisville Metro Public Works now making it easier for you to get rid of the debris, all of that debris left behind by Sunday's storm. Starting tomorrow, the city is going to open up 8 sites for you to drop off your storm debris. They're going to be open from 2 p.m. until 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Saturday. This is a free service, but only for Jefferson County residents. You will be asked to show your driver's license. To find a site closest to you, go to our website, WHAS11.com. Again, there are about 8 of them. And you can also go to the free WHAS 11 app. New right now on the WHAS 11 night team, JCPS is adding a new benefit for teachers and staff, paid parental leave. Starting on July 1st, all employees will be eligible for the 6 weeks of paid leave following the birth or adoption of a child. The board passed the proposal during a meeting tonight. Superintendent Marty Polio says it's an important step to help attract teachers and staff to JCPS.
I think we're really gonna have to focus on benefits, obviously salary, but also benefits and supports for people to come into the profession that they know they're going to be supported. And I mean, I think it is just something that is going to be in every district within the next 5 years. So I clearly believe we should be on the front end of that.
And with that move, JCPS joins other districts like Oldham County to approve paid leave for its employees. A crash on I-64 in downtown Louisville this afternoon left a motorcyclist dead after he was thrown right over the edge of the interstate. It happened just after 3 o'clock this afternoon on I-64 westbound, just past the 9th Street exit. Witnesses told police 3 motorcycles were speeding extremely fast when one of the riders lost control of his bike on the interstate. Police say he then hit the concrete barrier and was thrown over the edge, falling 30 feet down to the parking lot off Washington Street, right near the Fraser History Museum. His motorcycle reportedly continued 350 feet before coming to a stop. The motorcyclist died at the scene. Police say he was wearing a helmet. The interstate was shut down for more than 2 hours while Metro Police investigated. A heartbreaking discovery overnight in New Albany, where first responders discovered the body of 14-year-old Andre Edwards Jr. Witnesses told police that Edwards had gone swimming in Silver Creek yesterday afternoon when he went underwater and did not come back up from the water there. Crews searched along the banks and patrolled in boats for several hours before suspending the search for the night. Someone discovered the boy's body at about 11:30 last night. New Albany Police Chief Todd Bailey says they're waiting on the results of an autopsy. Happening tomorrow, the case of pro golfer Scottie Scheffler will be in a Jefferson County courtroom tomorrow, a week ahead of schedule. A spokesperson for Jefferson County Attorney Mike O'Connell says O'Connell himself will address the court regarding the case at 1 tomorrow afternoon. Scheffler will not be there, but his attorney Steve Romines is also holding a news conference right afterwards. LMPD Detective Brian Gillis accused Scheffler of driving around traffic outside Valhalla and allegedly dragging him with his car. Police had shut down the roadway to investigate the death of a Valhalla volunteer nearby who had been hit by a shuttle bus. There's no official word on why the hearing is taking place. Scheffler was not expected back in court until June 3rd. Well, you know, when we came on the air with the WHAS11 night team on this very night 4 years ago, the first night of protests in our city were winding down. 7 people had been shot by an unknown shooter. Jefferson Square Park then became the home for huge crowds for months afterwards, calling for justice in the Breonna Taylor police killing. Tonight, local activists gathered again to remember that night. WHAS11 night team's Alex Dieterer and photojournalist Addie Hill talked with those activists. And Alex, what are they saying now 4 years later?
Well, Doug, it has been 4 years now, and shouts of no justice, no peace still ring throughout downtown Louisville today. And while local activists did tell me today that they see some strides being made towards justice and accountability, they say the fight is far from over.
We filled the streets of May 28, 2020.
Community activists now standing in the same spot, 6th and Jefferson.
We seek justice in this town.
That they stood 4 years ago in protest of Breonna Taylor's death.
It's a lot of emotion. You get a lot of emotion. That's what they do. We built family down here. We built a lot of loyalty. We learned how to protest the right way. A lot of us came out here not knowing what to do. We wanted to do something. And in the 4 years, we done learned, we done sit, and we done went to classes, we done, we did that, and we're still here, still learning, still trying to find out how we can do our due diligence.
Reflecting on what changes have taken place since 2020.
There's been laws in place, there's been protocols in place.
And what they are still waiting to see.
But at the end of the day, we still don't have justice for Breonna Taylor.
I would like to see better community and police relationships. I would like to see accountability, number one, amongst the police department.
A day filled with emotions, commemorated with applause and cheers as Breonna Taylor's portrait was wheeled back to the middle of the park square.
It was just a moment of overwhelming emotion with the memories, because so many of them are gone.
4 years later,
I'm still fighting. This fight is not over.
And Louisville activists are saying standing in this very spot at 6th and Jefferson is as important as it was in 2020.
We're going to celebrate these days. We're going to landmark them. We're going to monumentalize them, and we're going to still fight. Just because people don't see us protesting no more, don't mean we're still not fighting.
The protests calling for justice for Breonna Taylor bolstered political careers and fast-tracked business development in West Louisville. They also led to certain LMPD policies like implementing body-worn cameras for all LMPD officers and banning no-knock warrants. They're now banned in Louisville and significantly restricted across the state. In studio, Alex Dieterer, the WHAS11 night team on your side.